Evening all. You know, the first thing you come onto this morning on the old Google just makes me laugh. You know, we're winning. Yes, Facebook bans QAnon conspiracy theory accounts across all platforms. Can't think why, because if it wasn't real, they wouldn't be worried, would they? Hi, Tapper. It's hilarious. I'm just going to go into it because I didn't even read it this morning, but we all know why they're trying to shut us up. And a friend said today, hi Tracy, a friend said today, which was a very good way of putting it, because the media are trying to make out conspiracy theorists, you know, the conspiracy that's not a conspiracy, Highlander, Highfest, are terrorists. So, you know, me and other people must be terrorists because we're QAnoners, you know. We follow the Q, we speak about it. Hi, Robert. But in a way we are, because against that side, them, the dark side, the deep state, freaking whatever you want to call them, they are terrified of us, terrified of the Great Awakening. So yes, we are a terrorist to them, but they put it out in the news as in, hi Josephine, they put it out in the news as, you know, that sort of terrorists that have been out there for ages, not the terror that they're in now because of the QAnon movement. So it's hilarious. I lost 26 accounts in the purge I was on for. Oh. So it says Facebook has banned all accounts linked to QAnon. It hasn't banned all accounts at all. Hang on. Facebook has banned all accounts linked to QAnon conspiracy theory movement from its platforms. Starting today, we will remove Facebook pages, groups, and Instagram accounts, the company said on Tuesday. Well, they must be in fear of something. The move is a significant escalation to Facebook's early decision to remove or restrict groups and accounts sharing and promoting QAnon material. So you're only allowed to promote what they want you to promote. We all know why. Hi, Monica. Hi, Julie. Hi, everybody in chat. Hi, Effie. Nice to see you. In a statement released on Tuesday, Facebook said its staff had begun removing content and deleting groups and pages, but that this work will take time and will continue in the coming days and weeks. Shit will be happening before that happens, like all over, because they're going down. That's just hilarious to me. QAnon is a conspiracy theory that says President Trump is waging war against elite Satan-worshipping paedophiles. Well, that's not a conspiracy, and that's actually the truth if you actually go and do your homework. So, yes, Sandy, just talking about that today. If you've been doing your research, you'll know that Trump, they redacted, is that the right word, the emails. It's being unredacted, meaning when they get the documents, the emails of what was said, they write, they scribble over it sort of thing. They black bits out so you can't read it. Well, that's being taken out so it can be read and it can be shown. Boom. We knew this time was coming. That's all I'm saying. Hi, Gary Rich. Hi, Red Eye Jedi. So I've been saying this for a couple of years because we didn't actually know what year it was going to be. Well, it's this year. So all the people that thought we were crazy and talking conspiracy, yes, it's happening. It's Red October. It's Red October. But I'll just carry on reading this. Facebook said it was updating its measures to him. You see, it's all right, Facebook saying that, Mark Zuckerberg, because that's what I call him. They've been all spying and using Facebook to spy on you and all that sort of stuff that most of us know. So they just don't want things out there so that people start waking up. But it's tough titty poo-poo because the people are waking up. So they're a bit late on that front. So also significant symbolism was when Trump came back to the White House, because we all know he wasn't ill, and said he feels 20 years younger. He walked out the White House with a mask on and pulled it off and put it in his pocket. That's symbolising this is about to go down, the virus is about to go down, because the virus is them, and all the shit that goes along with it, with all the lies people are going to see and see what they've been a part of and how they have deceived us. I'm not saying there isn't a virus out there like a very strong flu. I'm saying they're deceiving by numbers and what the hell has actually been happening. Fact. And that when you're wearing a mask, it is depleting your breath and your air, and people are now having problems. It's been reported problems from breathing from wearing a mask, like things in the lungs from wearing a mask, and the vaccines or whatever, the test that they're having up the nose that goes up here, have been, I think they punctured a woman's brain, I don't know what it was, like the outer skin thing or something. There's been quite a few reports of stuff like that. You've got to be careful. The lovely government that pretend that they love you and they care for you. It's all out there. So yeah, the membrane, sorry. Talking about brains. So we've got the whole thing with Trump ripping his mask off, symbolism for this shit's going to hit the fan. Also, it's Red October. That stands for the hunters are now being hunted. So that means the bad guys are being hunted. We knew about this a while back. Hillary, all the stuff that's about to come out is the Obamagate, Hillary, the laptop. Oh my God. They're retracting it, whatever it's called. They've retracted it. I can never get the words right. And Trump has unredacted it. So it's going to be seen. So expect in the next couple of days and weeks, more shit hitting the fan. Hi, Aphrodite Rose Starfire. Yeah, insane in the membrane. And this is where people are going to lose their shit more and more. So we've got all that going on. The mafia media talking about QAnon conspiracies and Q's this and Q's that because people don't understand. Jesus Christ is in the house. We're talking about you today. Jesus Christ. Trump free of symptoms and fever. He has also detectable levels of... Yeah, well, we all know he wasn't really ill. If you follow the Q thing and the part of the plan, but we don't need to go there. All we are saying is he's going to pull the true plug on that. But yes, I was talking about the number 33 today, but I think somebody took the wrong way, but there you go. Talking about brains in a spiritual sense. Now, when we talk about, I'd say, Christ consciousness, number 33, the master number that the Masons know about, there's left brain of thinking and right brain of thinking. Left brain's very analytical, very fact, this, that. Doesn't want to look at anything on the right side of the brain, which is creative, a knowing, that sort of consciousness, what you'd call, I'd say, mystic. Though our brains have those two realms, higher realms, left and the right. So I'm not going to look at, what I show exactly. Hi, Maria. I'm not going to look at chat a minute because I'll get distracted. So when we go about Vesica Pisces, which is on one of my decks somewhere, let me see. I think it's this one. This. See in the middle? The circle, overlapping the circle, which then goes into, more of that goes into the flower of life. But this in the middle, Vesica Pisces, I see as the all-seeing eye. Here. So you've got, like, I don't know how I can explain this. You've got the left and the right side brain. But when you have both and they merge, you have this bit in the middle. That's balance when you go within. So you can't be two in the left brain. You can't really be two in the right brain. You've got to be in the middle of balance. And apparently the letter Q, way back in ancient texts, is a letter meaning balance. Just saying. So, like I said, you can't... what they've done over time is took us to the left side of thinking, brain side of thinking. So we go to school, we learn all the things that we need to have a job and this, that and the other and so on and so on. We're not taught, as someone put on Instagram today, which I thought was beautiful, as we know, we don't actually need the things we're taught at school to live. We don't. We don't at all. Yeah, we might need to learn how to read and write, whatever, but literally, we do not need anything we're taught at school, literally, to live. What we need is, as this beautiful text says, did you know, when it comes down to it, the only knowledge that really matters is how to purify water, fact, because it's been poisoned with fluoride and other crap. How to grow your own food, because that's been poisoned. How to cook, how to build, and how to love. And funnily enough, we're not even taught any of that in school. Oh, I wonder why. because we're taught about the left side brain of thinking. They're taking us away from the right side brain of thinking, when really those are both part of us, but they both need to be in balance of when. That's why I say the Vesica Pisces reminds me of, this symbol with the two circles reminds me of left brain of thinking. Your brain sort of like, I don't know what shape it is. This is what I was trying to draw today. Let me see if I can draw it. Just say, this might come out back to front on here, obviously, but just say, there's your brain. You've got your left side and your right side. Looks a bit like a torus field. So you've got this core bit in the middle. You know, we talk about trees and the core bit, because the core bit is centre. Yeah, yin and yang, exactly. So you've got left and right, yin and yang, exactly. It's all the same, innit? You've got the bit in the middle. When they merge together and you can have the left and the left brain and the right brain become Vesica Pisces. They all see now in the middle. Your pineal gland, where you go within and go to balance. This is just me thinking out loud. You go to balance. Also, your brain. So yeah, as I was saying, and it's a bit like a torus field, and we all have a torus field round us in the middle. And also your brain, obviously I can't draw it, but you know, it's all like blah, 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 blah. Looks a bit like a labyrinth. Well, thoughts and things that take you to the left brain and the right brain, it is a bit of a labyrinth to have that journey of enlightenment, you know, up to the crown chakra and coming into balance. This is just me thinking out loud. Thank you. So we come to enlightenment when we merge together. We're not always in the left. We're not always in the right, because believe it or not, we can't always be in the right either, because we do reside here, spiritual being, having a physical experience. God wanted to create, whatever you want to call it, source wanted to express itself, so it broke away. That's a, what you call analogy, managram, I always get wrong, metaphor, whatever, for us. We're parts of God. We're the parts that wanted to separate, because God wanted to experience everything, because we are from source. And then gradually we go back to love, back to centre, yin yang. So this is why it's really hard to talk to people when they're so in the left brain. It's really hard to talk to people when they're so in the left brain, because they will not, especially with what's going on now. And even when you get through the Q stuff and you're trying to go through the spiritual side of it and the meanings and the symbols, and they don't get it because they're so programmed in the left side of the brain that they daren't. And I can't remember who I was watching the other day who explained it very well, as in like, you know, instead of going in the labyrinth down here and then going down the rabbit, get lost like we all do, and then we find ourselves, because we always find ourselves, and the gateway out is up here. It's either you go outside the box, not within, and you walk round and find the actual gateway out at the top. Why go in it? Just go around it. Go round and look at things instead of getting muddled up all in there. But yeah, thank you, Effie. It just come to me today. I thought, oh yeah, the picture. Well, of course that's your left, like your left and the right side of the brain to me. You know, yin and yang. And when those merge together, it's centre point. So you've got to have a little bit of the left, yes, and a little bit of the right. But if you're all in the left all the time and you don't even, people can't even fathom to think, what if this is happening? Like, for example, what if QAnon is real? Then what if Trump is doing it? They just don't want to. And it's very hard to talk about those things that we don't tend to see in, say, the spiritual sense of the energies about that are there in nature, and they speak to us, trying to explain that to people. No wonder witches or whatever got burnt, and people said, oh, they're woo-woo, they're this, that, what you're talking about, you're off your head, you're nuts. It's very hard to communicate language that isn't even a language. It's just a knowing and a feeling, and the things that you see. And that's why I believe, because I had a bit of a discussion with someone this today, all religions around the world, I don't know what you're thinking, chat, I had a bit of a discussion with someone today and they didn't get what I was talking about, because they didn't really let me explain. When I was talking about 33, the number 33 today, because it came up on a receipt, I went, oh, Christ consciousness. I don't mean religion. I'm talking about even the Masons and that side know what 33 is. It's master number like 22. 11, 22 and 33. The numbers, that's how things are wrote down. They're master numbers. So 33, Christ consciousness. 33, Christ consciousness. Your chakras, your energy's moving up. 33, Christ consciousness. Enlightenment. Trying to explain that to someone is just like really hard when they haven't looked into it, they don't understand it, which is fair enough if they don't understand it. But people going about religion, oh, it's religion. No, I'm not talking about religion. I'm not religious. And then they say, yeah, but every religion's rubbish. They all talk about all different gods. To me, no. When you look at religions that say they're religions all over the world, they have a god. Yeah, they may have a couple of different, but they have a god basically. And because they come from a different country with a different language, they call their god a different name. I just saw an orb then, a tiny little orb. I don't know if you saw that. I just saw that. God. I wish I had more of a light where I can catch him. Do you remember when we used to get him in live? It was brilliant. A different name. But when you look at the stories of certain religions, and they've twisted theirs as well, all religions around the world, it's normally the journey of someone bringing truth out, talking about enlightenment and how you go through the alchemy of your body and your chemicals at not reacting to certain situations, or how when you do act to certain situations, how your chemicals start bubbling. It's all alchemy basically. I'm not going into all that, but it's basically the same story with a different God, which is the supreme energy, source, God, creator, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same with a different name. God doesn't mind you what you call it. Allah, Buddha, whatever. To me, it's all the same. There's a similar story in most religions. Different characters in it, or named different characters, different looking on visuals. But there's a same sort of thing going on when you actually look at the visuals of the pictures and certain things of that story in that religion. Same sort of like resurrection, or they came back, or whatever. 17 thumbs up. So I just find it really hard to communicate to people that are not on that, don't understand that path yet, which is not having a go at them. They've not come across that yet, which they will do. All religions have a moral perspective that we can learn from spirituality. Yeah, and the main of it all is normally, there's a sort of a right way. I don't mean a right way and a wrong way, but going back to love, going back to, it's so hard. I don't know if anyone ever gets that. I can be quite like, there is a prime example. I can be quite like in my right side brain thinking, oh, airy fairy, and understand different things, because somebody said the other day, I can't think who it was I was watching, I'll have to find the video, start going on about dyslexia. Now, what did the person say about dyslexia? They said, oh yeah, they call it this dyslexia, they call it that, but they call it people who understand like visuals, and I can't exactly remember what they said, and I thought, I'm dyslexic. I class myself as dyslexic because I don't probably understand the world more of the intellectual and words and this, that and the other. But I'm glad, because that isn't necessarily real. That's what we've been pushed towards. But I have to be grounded in certain ways of, there are parts of that left side of the brain that I have to be a part of as well, because we're here as well. But when we go within, we're everywhere, in everything, omnipresent, present. We are source. So trying to explain that to people is very difficult, but I know there'll be a lot in chat that they'll just go, yeah, I resonate. I totally understand what you're saying. So when you think of the mind being a labyrinth, it is a labyrinth, and it can take you through so many different ways. If you go a bit too more to the left and you keep staying there, it's like, oh, so it is a labyrinth. And if you think of the film The Labyrinth, she made lots of mistakes thinking it was the right way, but she got there in the end, even though she ended up going around the long way. That's what a lot of us tend to do. But at the end, she did say to the Goblin King, didn't she? You have no power over me. She had the power like we have the power. She-Ra. Yes, Dolly, a lot of people tell me I'm in my own little world. I always get told that, hence the name Dolly Daydream. But like I said, left and the right side of the brain need to come together, being in Vesica Pisces, because also if you see that as man and woman together, left and the right side of the brain, yin and yang, good and evil, it's all that sort of thing, isn't it? So it's bonkers. Yeah, that film's got a lot in it. The film's got a lot in it, a lot of symbolism, a lot of, all films do, but you try and have a conversation with someone, it's like, yesterday, oh, I loved Ludo. Ludo down. Ludo. Yeah, Hoggle. See, you remember all the names. Ludo. I like Ludo. I've got a thing about, I don't know, because I like Chewbacca, so he's a bit of a Chewbacca-y person, isn't he? Yeah, the other day, I think it was yesterday when I was walking home from school on a school run, I looked at the skies and man and woman, day and night, order and chaos, structure and creativity. Yeah, it's all the same thing, Billy, isn't it? It's the opposite. And the, what's the word? The yeah, the opposite. What's the other word? The for you to see the, oh, somebody know what I'm talking about. For you to see the, oh, it nearly came out then. The, 66 and 22 there. 6, 22. Oh, it just moved again. The complement. No. The contrast. Contrast. We need to see the contrast. Like I said before, source needed to know, it's that needed to experience. We need to see the contrast. Sometimes we think the contrast is bad, but we need to see the contrast. So, yes, the contrast of things. That's why I say if you write down in a book, if you've been feeling a certain way, unhappy, what's the opposite to it? Unhappy, happy, right, what makes you happy, right, go and do that. That's how you should try and get through your day. If you're feeling a bit down, write down what it is and then write down the opposite, because the opposite effect of something that's classed as bad, like, you'll find the opposite will be something good. Go and do it. So yeah, dance, magic dance. See, you remember in the film Labyrinth, there was a point where she went to dance with him and he was luring her in and she was all dressed up and he had the crystal ball and he's trying to give her these like orbs, these little balls of memories. And she was nearly getting lost in it all, in the spell, you know, because this is what they've been doing to us. And, oh, remember this and you like this, trying to give her like gifts and wealth and, you know, the greedy things and like, oh, look at the materialistic things. Ooh, it's all right to have them. It's just don't be so attached to them, you know. We're here to enjoy what we've got, but not be so attached. Some people absolutely are so attached to it, keeping up the Jones and all that. That's not the way we should be living. So he's giving her these, you know, do you remember? He was giving her and she's like, oh. And then she remembers and everything shatters. Because this is what's happening now, the illusion. Some people call it Maya the illusion. Some people don't say it's illusion, say it's this, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It all falls down and she sees it for what it really is. You know? So if you look at the films, it's all there. Yeah, a bit like Eyes Wide Shut, exactly. That's all there as well. So, yeah. And if you haven't seen that movie for a bit, go back and watch it. You know? On the way to the kingdom, she tried to get distracted. They tried to distract her all the way there. And even though it took her longer and she could have gone a really short way because she thought she got it right, but it was always the opposite. Now, remember, they, when everyone goes they, who, I don't know, Illuminati, Lumifati, the deep state, whatever, they always revert everything. And normally, like I've said, Google will say something's normally the complete opposite. If they say vitamin C is not good for you, it means it's good for you. We all know that. Yeah, so a bit like the saying today with the QAnons are terrorists. Really? Yeah, terrorists to you because you're terrified of us because the truth is coming. So they tried to slow her way to the kingdom, the higher state of consciousness, the kingdom, think Charlie Freak talking, the kingdom. But that was in a film, if you know. Getting to the kingdom. They tried to slow her down. She took a few wrong routes, but she still got there in the end because she had faith she'd get there. She had to get there for her brother. She knew she'd get there. She got there. She broke it all down at the end because she told him he didn't have power. Remember, she had to remember. We're remembering now. We're waking up. She had to remember. He was like, she's not going to remember. She can't say it. She can't remember the words in the book. And then she turned around. I'm going to read it out because I love it. You have no power over me. What was it? I came to the Goblin Castle. You see if I can find it. But like I said, and one of the really good films is both films, because the series also came out, was it last year? Can't remember. The Dark Crystal. That's all in there. So something else has just come into my head that I'm going to have to read out. Oh yeah, QAnon fake. Yeah, they're going on about QAnon in The Guardian. It's absolutely effing hilarious. It's just hilarious. Right. What's it called? The Labyrinth. The Labyrinth. The Labyrinth. Words. I fought my way to the castle, I think it is. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Here it is. Sarah said, through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered, because we've all had dangers and hardships, I fought my way here to the castle beyond the Goblin City to take back the child that you have stolen. I mean, I sort of think of that as the child they've stolen was us. They've took things away from us as well as they have stole children. But on the other flip side of it, they stole us. As we all know, we're on sea law, not land law. They stole us with certain things they haven't, we've not been taught. They knew, but we didn't. I have fought my way here to the castle beyond the Goblin City to take back the child that you have stolen. For my will is stronger. Remember, the law of the universe. Will, you have free will. My will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom is great. You have no power over me. Shout that out loud and say it every morning when you wake up. What about that? Because that energy's not going to like it. Just saying. For my will is strong as yours, and my kingdom is great. I'd say greater. My kingdom is great. You have no power over me. They don't. They've been duping us all this time. And this is what people are going to see as well. Yes, that's what I meant to say, Maria. They stole our innocence, our inner child, our innocence, because they did. If you're doing your homework and you're realising what's gone on and you've come out of the fear now and the anger, it's a bit like, well, that's what they did. That's what they did. And now I'm thinking, hi, Sky. I'll shout everybody out at the end. Yeah, and should you need us at the end? Yes, because they were all there. The friends that helped her on the way were all there. But remember, she thought it was a dream, but they all were there. It's a bit like in the mystic side of the energies and things that are coming in and the energies that are here and the beings and stuff like that. They are here to help us. We're here to help ourselves as well. So think of the film in a totally different way. This is where people have always looked at me and gone, she's off her head. And it's like, no, I can go in my right side of my brain quite a lot because I know it's just as real as that side. But when you're too in that side and you're not believing and you can't get out of the box and you're programmed by what they programmed you to believe, it's very hard to come out of it. Very hard to come out of it. So I do need to get a shirt printed saying, just saying. And then we could do a drive-by in the car. Thug life. Yeah, I just absolutely love The Labyrinth. I think I've still got it on DVD or video in my thing over there. The whole film just made perfect sense to me through this The thing is, hi Reverend Simon Sideways, what do you think about Q? Whoop whoop. What do you think about the news? Because the Reverend Simon Sideways, I used to be in one of your chats and everyone used to take the mick out of me. And what I was saying then is happening now because we weren't sure when it was going to happen. But when you get that shit in The Guardian, about QAnon being terrorists and all, because I'm a terrorist, being terrorists like, So now they're reporting on the Qs because they know Trump's just brought out, they're unredacting the information on Hillary and the Obamagate. It's coming. Lots has been going on. It's very exciting. Very exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for the election. I've even been talking to a friend today whose mum wants to meet me because her mum is a massive Trump supporter. I'm like, anyone who's a Trump supporter is a friend of mine. And then another friend's cat is getting a Trump collar over here with Trump 2020 on it. I'm told you are all far right now. Oh yeah, we get told that all the time. Yes, but you're all far right. What? More like righteously right. Yeah, well, it's either you're far left or you're far right. There's not, but this is what I'm saying about Vesica Pisces. Left and right brain coming together into one, both. Balance. Q stands for balance, by the way. The letter Q stands for balance, if you didn't know that. Found that out the other day. It was really good. Hi, Marilyn. So, yeah. So, no. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's no left, there's no right. It's a merging of both yin and yang together. Third eye. Together. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Therefore, you can't be too in your left brain all the time, analytical, or you can't be too in your right brain, airy fairy. You've got to have both of them. That's why I said I have dyslexia. I don't understand that side of things. And now I understand why I'd never understood that. Never made sense because it's not true. All the stuff they try to teach us at school, we don't need. It's bull crap, basically. All the big letters, and they put in capitals in letters, and we're on sea law, we're not on land law. Most people know this. On the birthing, we're birthed because we're birthed on a boat because it's sea law. All the ways they get us. So I've obviously had a knowing since I was a child that I didn't know that I had a knowing. And it all, now today, and over this time of me being on my spiritual path and with Q, have realised that things in the past totally make sense now. And with Q, to anyone who doesn't know, I know there's a lot of people in chat that some people didn't like Q, they don't understand it, you don't have to because it's being done now, it says future proves the past. Future now, you go back to the first Q drops in 2017 and it's all there. It's all there. You're like, oh, I spoke to someone today and they said their partner who wasn't into Trump's like, oh my God, if this is right, what he's doing, he's a genius chess player. We're all like, yes, he is. So exciting. I could wee myself. I'm so excited. So I'm just saying, I've not been watching the news because I don't feed into all the crap about this and all that. I've been shopping today in TK Maxx, some other little craft stores and things. No mask on, nothing off. I haven't been wearing a mask. No one said anything. I've not even had funny looks. Nobody said anything to me in the time I've been wearing one, not wearing one, because I haven't worn one since it started. So, yeah. So, it's just amazing. So, like I said, Trump taking his mask off, because we all know he didn't really have it, and putting it in his pocket, it's a symbolism to me, many people, symbolising it's game over, Corona. It's game over. It's coming. They're coming for you, because we all know who the real virus is. China. And, the Obama and the Hillarys and all the people that work for that, coming for you. Coming for your bullshit. Coming for what you've been feeding to the people. Like I said, I'm not saying there isn't a virus, a very strong flu, but I do get peed off with the fact that people don't seem to understand that they get flu through the year and they normally self-isolate at home when you're not well anyway because you don't want people to catch it. But I'm not saying that because I know people have, and then they don't seem to understand that people die every year, every day of things. But also the fact that, it's just bonkers. The fact that they haven't been putting the right numbers out. and certain things that are already in writing, and it's just the government. It's the mainstream media saying certain things. Half of it's not even law; it's just a guidance. But they'll say this is going on when it's not going on, and then they're going on about. I think it was they might want to pay people monthly. I think it was to get the test or something because you had to pay for the test, then they want to pay. If they're trying to pay you to take a test, people will do it because they're greedy and they want the money. But also, they're paying you to take the test. Hello, bit like the flu jab that I just got a letter through the door today about the NHS. Oh, you need. I'm not having no flu jab. I haven't had a flu jab. No, thank you. No, thank you. Nothing in life is for free. They're giving it for free. And then they're saying that they'll pay for the test. They'll pay you whatever for the test. Well, there are going to be people who are going to bite their hand off with that if they do that because they're going to want the money. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. And then you're going to wonder why people are falling downhill. Not because they had it, because they've probably been given it by the test or by the flu vaccination. That's what I think, personally. Yeah, it's murder, genocide, exactly. And then obviously you're going to see real numbers of people dying from that because they've put it in the thing. Yeah, even people who are wearing the flu jab still wearing the mask, exactly. But like I said, I don't really feed into much of that because I know what's going down. This thing is, that might sound, but I know what's going down. I don't get too caught up into it. It is horrible to see, like when I was in my town shopping today, people wearing face masks all around, like outside. Not just if they're going in the shop and they're thinking, oh well, I'll just put it on. Just constantly wearing them. It's not going to do your health any good. It's been proven by some people that have been getting something on the lungs from not being able to getting the breath in. If people knew, and I'm going to put this out there to people in case you don't know, go and do research on breath work and what breathing in, especially up your nose and out your nose, like you do with yoga. God's breath, let's say, the ether, it's very good for you. It gives oxygen to all your cells. So if you're not breathing properly, what are people saying with the mask on? Can't breathe, but they're all walking around like this, some of them. Why wear a mask then? I think people are just scared because they don't want confrontation, because you can't wear a mask and then put it here when it's supposed to be over your nose. So obviously they're not believing it. But you are supposed to breathe deeply throughout the day, through your nose and out. And there's all this, I can't remember what they call it. What's the deep breathing where you do this? I can't remember, I've done it a few times. But just saying, if you look into that, the breath, and who's to say we can't breathe in godly breath? Because if China got in properly, I tell you what, they'd be taxing your air, taxing your water, taxing your air. It's divine air, breath, whatever, what we're breathing in. No one can say you can't breathe in fresh air. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, the fires and then the virus, Jesus. More doctors and nurses. Loads of doctors and nurses have come forward, and the scientists that are coming forward now, and the government are still going against it. Now, if that's not making anyone think, and I'm not talking about scientists who lie, I'm talking about proper scientists have been coming up and saying there's no need for this, blah, blah, we've looked into it, it's the government. So if the government's saying they're going against what scientists are saying, good scientists, by the way, because there's some that aren't, well, that says something, doesn't it? To me, it does. But yeah, so, bonkers. Breath of fire, exactly. You know, and there's going to be people, and I know people as well. I have to laugh. You have to laugh at some of it. We're going to go, oh no, I didn't wear a mask. Yeah, I knew. We're going to go, no, you didn't, because we've seen pictures of you. You've seen pictures. I've seen pictures. You've had pictures taken on weddings, christenings, God knows what. It's like, no. Oh, but then people are going to be thinking, you know, in the future, don't be so gullible. The ones that ain't are paid by, but yeah, exactly. That wouldn't surprise me in the Jewish lunar candle, and there's a lot to do with the real teachings of Judaism, not the fake one that they put out and everyone screams about because they're uneducated and they don't research. Love listening to you, Dolly. Oh, sorry, I was just reading that. I didn't know they said that. Love listening to you, Dolly. You are doing a great job of keeping us all in positive vibration. Dyslexia, yeah, kids. that couldn't be brainwashed, clever people. Thank you. Yeah, someone put it in a different, same sort of way, but and I couldn't remember what they said. It was really good. I am dyslexic, so most of us don't like being told what to do, but yeah, the ones that can't be brainwashed because we didn't understand like spellings and words and stuff because they're all spells. They were trying to put spells on us and we were like, no, 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 no. Talking about spells, actually, I'm going to bed in a bit to read this. Not the religion, because I think that means the religion. It was just a girl I used to watch on YouTube who's got a book out, Harmony Nice, and she brought a book out on. She got into Wicca, but I'm a bit twitchy wooey. Witchy wooey is another word for spiritual. It doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. People, if they're highly religious, get scared by this sign. The sign they revert it to, just so you know, is this one. So when it's reversed upside down, it's the devil's head. Not that way. It's earth, air, fire and water. Earth, air, fire and water. Spirit, ether. It's a nature-based thing. But like I said, magic, with a K, is energy. It's all alchemy, baby. And alchemy is science. What they would call magic, but it's all alchemy. Energy is energy. It can be used and manipulated by you. But if you're a bad person, you're going to use it for evil. And if you're good, you're going to use it for good. That's all it is, really. On your path of enlightenment as you go through life growing up, hopefully you'll take the right path, even though the wrong path can still lead to the right path. It just takes a lot longer. But yeah, you'll go through all the trials and tribulations, so you could think of the Bible. There's many different ways, but that is nature-based. There's nothing to be scared of. It is pagan. They do go on about, I've always think people do go on about, oh yeah, but they were sacrificing. Well, yeah, things came in that started doing that because when they learned certain things, they wanted to use it for them. So their evil side would be doing that. You know, rituals, people get very triggered over certain numbers when they've got to start learning. Yes, the Masons use 33, but it also means Christ consciousness. Illuminated ones, they know that, so they use it. Everyone gets scared of it. You've got the star, like I said. What was the other one? The all-seeing eye, everyone gets freaked out about that, where you've got your pineal gland. There's loads of different things that are seen as bad. And when people first start waking up, they go through the whole symbol thing and think it's really bad. And then they think 666 is really bad. It's not 666 is really bad. Yes, they use the number 666 is carbon, 666 is the symbol, the numbers for man, carbon. You know, 6 molecules, 6 whatever it is, I don't know. But I know it's carbon, man. When you turn that round, 999, divine, is more like crystalline, Christ consciousness, crystalline DNA. The DNA that's getting activated within us all right now, because they call it junk. It's not junk. It's the energies and the DNA that hasn't been opened up enough. Donald Trump's golden hair. What? You know, because we're not taught certain things. So we all go on a path. We get things wrong. We can turn back round and go that way and go, oh yeah, so all that was wrong. Reflect. Let go. This is all the stuff I'm always talking about. We still get triggered in things because it's learning about alchemy is the chemicals within your body of when something happens. That's why they set off a lot of false flags with stuff, because it gets people in the fear mode. All your chemicals start bubbling up, you start acting out, you're in fear, you the government will say this. That's why they do what they do. And not that I know of, Karen, not that I know of. Not that I know of. And a lot of people are saying the same thing. So, yeah, they were our numbers taken by them. They twist our numbers. They use them because they know they have meanings. The universe is numbers, uses numbers, symbols. They know that. Also, people get triggered by hand signs. So, let me just find this. You'll see Trump doing this a lot. So everyone goes, oh, he's in the Illuminati. And it's like, no, I'll show you. The mudras. So, I've said this before, the mudras. So, it's only because the deep state will use these hand signs if they know about it, because that's what they do. They just didn't want the whole world to know certain things. to do with the universe, manifesting and stuff. So I'll show you. So, let me see if I can find it. Not sure. Not sure I took a picture of it actually. Oh, did I take a picture? Oh, who's that? What's that? Who's that going on? Don't know what that is. Yeah. I may have lost the picture, but anyway, let me see if I've got it on here. So, no. Yeah, muddlers. Anyway, I can't remember what they were, but there was a lot of them. And you've got ones that point out like that is power. It's probably when you're talking with power. The other one that, and Trump does it a lot, was something. Gonna have to find the picture. Yeah, they're not what people think they are. Even this, when you've seen people going like this, oh, the Illuminati, it meant, I can't remember what that one was now. Enlightenment. So you have seen the likes of Jay-Z doing all this, but then they stick the tongue in, or they're all like this, but it means enlightenment. They know about that. It's not like it's a bad symbol. They know about it. I'm not saying he's good because I don't believe he is, but they know. That's why when people first come 5 for 5, John Kennedy. That's why when people first come into the whole, I did it. Oh, you know, I had someone saying, oh, she's monarch training because like she's got butterflies. No, that doesn't just mean that. It doesn't mean that. But people get so caught. I've done it. Caught. You have to laugh. Caught up in the whole symbolism thing. Like, oh my god, what's in the background there? I don't know. Someone said something about me rug once because it had triangles on it. Oh, you must be in the Illuminati. No, they're just triangles. They're just triangles. So, I have not known anyone personally who says they've been affected by. No, well, I know someone who's gone in. I don't. Then they're not saying that's what it is at the minute, but I wouldn't be surprised if they slap that on it. But you know, yeah, they mock it big time. That's where people have got to understand. If you're just first coming into the awakening and you're seeing like videos and you're going, oh my god, that person's got a, like, if anyone watches Mark Bajeski, hi Red Eye Jedi, Mark Bajeski, might have got that second name wrong. Lovely guy who does crystal healing. You know, someone's go, oh, you've got a triangle on the top of the all-seeing eye. It's like, a lot of people walk around with that symbol and don't know what it is, but then now they all think it's Illuminati. Yes, some of it is, some of it isn't. The all-seeing eye, your third eye, the eye that you go to, like I said before, when you go on the left and the right side of the brain, the all-seeing eye, when you come over and you look at both sides of the story and coming together to be neutral, and you're looking at both and you're not letting it affect you. And this is why I've said to people, you know, here where I am, I can look at what's going on, but because I know what's going on the other side, I can look at both. So when I see that come out, I know exactly what's going on. People who don't know what's going on here can only see that, and they get very angry. And it's like, no, I've looked at this and I've looked at that, and now that makes sense of what they're doing. And it's like when you're in the middle, you can see, you're coming from a higher perspective. Some people only have one perspective. They won't look like, you know, if you're looking from, I don't know, I haven't really got a shape of like, if you're looking at this from this side, well, say it was that side, and I'm going, and I'm around this side going, oh yeah, but it's got this thing sticking out like a handle, this like, here, I can see that, because I'm looking from that side, they're looking from that side, but if you're from the top, it's got water, if you're from the top, you will see it's got something sticking out from both sides, if you get what I'm saying. Not that that was a very good thing to sort of do an example of. Hi Sue. So yeah, people have got to realise that, because that's how they get mixed up, you know, with certain things and certain people. It's like these. I could be wearing these earrings, yeah, because we were doing a little stall, and we just had to make a little wooden thing up to put some of my earrings on. So for instance, if you were looking, here we go now. if you were new onto the symbolism, some people will go, oh, look at her, she's in the Illuminati because I've got what? These earrings, handmade earrings. Maybe this one might look like an all-seeing eye. Woo. So, you know, but you know, I draw a lot of eyes in my pictures. Because it's consciousness. So, for example, if anyone's new, and you ever see them in drawings, you start going, "Oh my God, she's like the Illuminati." It's like, no, not that one. Let's see if I can find a picture. I know most of you have seen them, but it's quite funny. The Team 5 is rooted in the communication with the military air forces through the World War II. Yeah, to mean I. Oh, understand you perfectly. The first number requested the signal stump for the radio committee. Oh. So, say for instance, in my pictures, you will always see eyes. If you can see the eyes up here. Here. Got any eyes in it? There's an eye there. There's lots of eyes here. Sorry, I can't get this nail varnish off. See all the eyes? This is eyes of consciousness. All of us, consciousness. That's what the eyes stand for me in my you know, these pictures that come out. So people need to be aware. See, I've got eyes and aliens and God knows what in this one. Taurus field, left and the right side of the brain, coming to centre. Can't see conversation at the minute. So yeah, and I was just laughing because I just found this picture from the beginning of this year because we're in Halloween witchy woos, and it was just making a name up because I had to do this business thing. We were just like messing about, and it was like crafted cards and gifts because it was crafted. So I did a witchy woo for Halloween. Because if most of you know that I make handmade cards and stuff as well, and these lovely boho, that one's got a moon on it, boho jewellery. I'll be doing some more of these soon. This is turquoise, and they're all handmade. So, oh, and I've got my lovely handmade earrings on today as well, different ones today, which have got dragonflies on the bottom of them, if you can see, little glass flowers, and little dragonflies. So, yeah, boho, that's, yeah, my stuff has a bohemian hippie vibe to my stuff. I am going to be doing, I do have an Instagram page and a Facebook coming up. I'm going to be doing live little shopping things on there because I've actually got my craft room now set up as a little shop as well. And I do shop to all over the world because I know some of you in chat. Sky has had one of my key rings and you're from Canada, I think. JP, who I've not seen him for a bit, is from America. So I do. And I'm going to be doing some Christmas cards. So if anyone's interested in the United States or anywhere now, as soon as you see any go out, obviously, if you want them, you're going to have to purchase them because they might take a couple of weeks because I know Sky's, I think yours took about 4 weeks, didn't it, obviously, to get them in for Christmas. But mine are bespoke, unique, and they're all handmade. So that's all I'm saying. And I might just try and show you. Let's see if I can get in here. I don't know if I can, but because the birds are in here because they're too loud. But I don't know. I'm going to be doing some... Yes, they are in here. You're coming back in here in a minute. This is going to be where I pack things. And I got these beautiful flowers today. They're not real, but I do love Poney roses. So, them... That's my painting. I don't know if I'm selling it now. It's on the wall. That's my painting that most of you have seen. The fairy thing going on there. Yeah, and then my craft station's over there, which is an absolute mess because obviously it always is when you're crafting. And then some of my bits are on this table that have been handmade. They're the key rings, a bit like what Sky got with the burnt in pictures that I've burnt in on the pictures. But yeah, there's a load of stuff coming, and there's like a massive load of cards that I shown the other day, handmade cards. Oh, and cushions. Rachel picks who's normally in. When she visits, when this rubbish is over, she actually purchased one of these. So Rachel's is the pink one, and this will be for sale when it's had a few more little twinkly bits put on it. These are meditating cushions or floor cushions for sitting outside or on the floor, whatever. Handmade. They're all hand stitched, and made out of recycled material. So they're all there as well. So I will be doing some live little shopping from my little studio there, my craft studio, over on, maybe on here sometimes, over on my Instagram, Dolly Llama Designs, because I do have two. The other one, I've got to put the name back in, I'll let you know when I can get it back up. Most of you, some are over there, but Dolly Llama Designs has just gone up on Instagram. So if you're interested in purchasing anything or requesting, you can go over there. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be doing live videos so people can see. Because sometimes when you have a website, which I will be getting a website soon, hopefully before Christmas, if not after Christmas, that'll launch, is, you know, you can see what you're buying on pictures, but I'm going to actually show you through a video because I'm on air doing it, so I might as well do it, you know, take you around my little tiny shop. So yeah, you crack me up, well, you know. Yes, Maria has one. Maria has, oh yeah, sorry, Maria in chat has one of my cushions. I hope it's holding up well still, but Maria in chat has one of my cushions. I've got two in my house down there. They're just nice enough to sit on when you're meditating, or when the weather's good. I normally take mine, sit on the back step, get a bit of sun, you know. It's good for your pineal gland, it's good for you, even if it's just 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. You've got to get that sun, and it's nice just to sit there and be, and not think about anything, and put stuff out when you can, when you can get out. So yeah, Jack, Jack and Nana are in there. So yeah, so like I said, I'm going to go now because I'm going to show you the cards, and I'll pull a card because I just wanted to say all that stuff I said at the beginning about the evidence coming out on Obamagate and all that is happening. This is what we said. I've been saying this for ages, and that's why people used to get really like mad and go, it's not happening, it's not happening. No, because it's happening this year. We thought it was the year before, you know, when Q first came out. We didn't even know, but that's good because they weren't supposed to know, remember? So that's all, you know, the hunters are being hunted, thank God. The censoring Q, but it doesn't matter if they censor Q because we all know, and we all know it's happening, so do what they want. October, bit dark, isn't it? Dark to light. Ooh, 10 days, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so remember, if you're too in the left brain and you can't really think what's going on, just try and be a bit more open-minded about stuff, because we've not been taught the truth. We have been lied to, and that's a fact. And I don't need a fact checker to fact that, because the fact checkers need fact checking, because the fact checkers, I think, only came in about this year. And the reason why they put the fact checkers into fact check was to pretend to the people they fact checked it, and it's not a fact. So everyone goes, well, I've fact checked it. No, the fact checkers haven't checked it. They're saying that so you think it's all a conspiracy and it's not real. That's a fact. So yeah, open-minded, exactly, Marilyn. Yes, thank you, Monica. I was saying that before. Oxygen is the breath of life. It's God, source, universe, whatever. When you're breathing in, they cannot say you have to wear a mask to not breathe in fresh God-given air. And if you actually go and look into it, it's against human rights to be wearing one. Hi, Rambo. So people need to, this is what I mean by people doing the research. Yes, they get called the sheep because they don't research. They don't go and look at documents that are actually out there on the government thingies that they don't tell you about because they don't really want you to read them, but they are there because they have to put them there. That's why people need to do the work. And then they need to start doing the work on themselves as well, going within and doing the work and not letting things bubble up and get you angry. Yes, I mean, it is frustrating at these times because it's hard when you try to wake people up, then you've got to realise you don't need to because it's coming and they will wake up anyway, but it's still frustrating. It is frustrating. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you I pulled some cards before and they were the colour cards, so I'm going to show you what they are because I thought very significant. So we've got lilac, strengthen your faith. I strengthen my faith every day and I won't let anyone bring it down. They can make you feel a bit cocky sometimes, but the faith in what's going on, total faith. And because I have faith within me as well. And then I got peach, which is inhale, breath of life, which made me laugh, as you've just said, because I pulled this before, talking about it now, but I was thinking about this today. And also peach kernels are supposed to be really good for you. So, you know, number 19, which is 6, inhale a breath of life. And then the last one was coral. And this made me laugh as well because it's number 18. We know who 18 is, don't we? Oh, yes. John. And it says coral, allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Get loads of this. I tell people around me all the time and they think I'm batshit crazy, but there you go. People in the left side of the brain. And 1 and 8 is 9. 9 divine 9. So, yeah, allow and flow the synchronicities in your life. Oh, Peach in the Labyrinth movie too, synchronic. Yeah, that probably stands for pineal gland as well or something bonkers like that. So, I'm going to pull 3 of these. And then one of the shadows to light, seeing as it's dark to light, and a bit witchy woo, seeing as it's Halloween coming up. What's your name on the writer? On the writer, what's writer? So let's do the universe has your back, because the universe does have your back. You've got to tune into it. It's telling you all the time. Right, 1, 2, and last one. All right, we've got 5, I think. 2. What fell out then? So. Oh yeah, sorry. I will read out Sky's comment. I said I would. Now, I call her Sky in chat. From Canada, bought a keyring off me, and she said I could read her comment out of when she received her she paid for it, the gift, but she said it was a gift, but like, because I say obviously it's heartfelt because I enjoy making things, so this is what she said, and it was lovely. It was a lovely response back as well. Let's find it on here. Or has it disappeared? Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, I found it. Right, so I'll read it out. So it says, oh Dolly, wow, I absolutely love it. I was totally giggling when I saw all the confetti coming out everywhere because I always sprinkle like bits of glittery stuff in, like confetti stuff. You know, because I like to wrap it up and make it look nice, and so, you know, I like nice packaging, and sometimes I'll do a card with a drawing on or whatever, you know, hand drawn. That's something I would do too. Love it. I could so feel your energy coming from this special gift. I call it, even if I did buy it, it's still a gift to me. I really did want the butterfly one, but the faith meant a bit more. Then you included a butterfly too. I think it was like a little purse charm or something with a butterfly on. You are super sweet, and I feel the love you put in each piece you make fantastic. You can read this out on chat sometime too if you want. Maybe others will want to have a look at your wonderful things as well. Thank you so much, Dolly. That was fun and made my day, which is a frequency. Where we go one, we go all. Whoop, whoop. So thank you, and I've read that out. And that was a lovely response to my things, which makes me feel good because you loved my stuff and I love making it for people to love. So yeah, so that's good. So the cards, these 3 cards are: when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Well, it does. Thank you. It was a lovely comment. It's nice to get a lovely comment like that. My faith is the power to turn trauma into healing, because remember, all this trauma that seems like trauma is trauma coming for some people. It's about healing. You will heal from your traumas. This is what this time's about. Shadow work and healing. Into healing, conflict into growth. This is what it's about. And fear into love. There's the sun and the moon, yin and yang. The tree, the roots, the core. The roots live in the dark, don't they? But we have this beautiful, the branches that lift to the light of the sun and the moon. And it grows from an acorn into a mighty oak. And the oak tree is known for wisdom as well. So, and then at the end it says, I am the dreamer of my dream. We create our own realities. That's what some people don't know. And that's one of the biggest things they try to keep us away from as well, to do with energy, frequency and vibration. It's not, you've got to believe it to see it. It's you've got to see it to, what do they normally say? You've got to see it to believe it. You've got to believe it to see it. So yeah, and that's why we're going on about Trump is a manifestation of what we've been putting out. It had to come out somewhere. And, you know, evil can only reign for so long, even though it's been a very long time, before it all comes back into balance. Like I said, it's been like an elastic band, and it's slowly been going out. Remember what I said at the beginning about Source trying to experience everything, and even the Vesica Pisces. It goes back out. It can only stretch so far, and it pings straight back in. Loads of chaos, bang, woo, you know, mother of all bombs coming with information and what's going on. But then after that, we begin to heal from the trauma. Everybody does. That's what's happening. So what are the cards? These are a nice little deck, oracle cards. I've got loads, called The Universe Has Your Back. Remember, I'm a visual learner, so that's why I love oracle cards. And I like tarot cards. I've got a few tarots. People get scared of that, but that's another thing. You actually look at, JFK Jr. Whoop. If you actually look at the tarot deck and look at it not in fear, it's actually a journey of you, the fool at the beginning that goes on a journey through all the trials and tribulations and all the characters it meets and stuff like that. And it also has symbolism as like the tower falling, the old guard's fallen. So it's funny how they did things like 9/11 and all that in it. The story of our lives. So, and then I said I'd do one out of the shadows and light, seeing as it's dark to light, and it's a bit witchy, this one. So with it nearly being Halloween, so let's see what pops out. Oh yeah, there's an elephant in the room. There is. It's on the shelf. Oh, did you send them to your daughter? Yeah, it's a really, really cute pack, that one. That little deck. It's really nice. If you're into that sort of thing, I am. So let's see what we get. Oh, there we go. That's funny. 16, which is 7, transitions to the spirit realm. Well, this is what I was saying before, wasn't I? With the right side of the brain and spirit realm. That's funny with Halloween and everything this month. I've not looked at this deck for a while, so I'm going to have to go in and find it. But yeah, that's like, is it the Mexican, like, because it says Angel de los Much, I can't even see what it says, but the Mexican Night of the, what do the Mexicans call it? Night of the Dead, Dead of the, and they celebrate the lives of past ones, because you should, because they've only gone to a different form of energy. They've not gone. The physical body has, but the energy's not gone. 16. That's all we all are, is energy. 16. So it says, The compassionate, soulful, remember I'm a bit rubbish at reading sometimes, so the compassionate, soulful, and most tender of angels has been assigned two tasks. The first is to gently collect and gather the souls to take home, where they will rest a while before incarnating again. The second is to remove the fear of death and carry away souls who are anticipating sweetness and relief, peace, and a deep, restful time before rebirth. The angel de los mature, I don't even know what that says, does not obliterate identity at a soul level, but she certainly gently releases the soul from its body, allows the physical body to return to the earth, and invites the soul to rest a while before choosing and getting advice from her on its next incarnation. Her role is to take the fear out of death to help you to see it's a transformation, an opportunity and new life. She is tender and warm and epic. She is kind and compassionate, and her tears fall as she gathers souls. She can speak to earthbounds too, and encourages those whose work is done, whose time has come to come home for a while to rest, as they deserve, as the soul's needs. She visits those who are left behind with memories and encourages communication and transformative support messages to come through. She knows there is a rainbow bridge between the worlds. There's a rainbow bridge between the physical and the spiritual realm. That's your brain as well, left and right. She knows there is a rainbow bridge between the worlds, and more than once a year, most especially on Samhain, is it? Halloween. The old name of Halloween, All Saints' Day, on the anniversary of the passing of the loved one. She helps messages from the departed come through with wisdom and guidance for their children and friends who are still with the living. Her love is boundless, but she has laws that she works within. And at the beginning of that, where it says, but she certainly gently releases the soul from its body, allows the physical body to return to the earth, and invites the soul to rest. So if you think about it, when we say we're could say in, a dimension, what do we say, as I've just lost my train of thought. Yeah, the Day of the Dead. Thank you. Yeah, because I was looking at that picture. Yeah, Day of the Dead. Yeah. We're a spiritual being having a physical experience down here, and where it says there, allows the body to return to the earth. Yeah, because the body's physical, so the body goes back to the earth, but the soul goes back to the spiritual, to the ether, to the thing that some people don't think's real. Just saying anyway. So yeah, that's funny how that card came up. It is Halloween coming up. They do support it as the Day of the Dead, is celebration of life and death. Yeah, because you should celebrate it. The body's gone back to earth, but the spirit moves on out, and I do believe in reincarnation and comes back. So yeah, just saying. So I'm going to go and chill out now and do some reading. I'm going to go and chill out and read a bit. I don't want to be online looking at stuff and getting sore eyes and that. So I'm going to go and chill out with a chamomile tea and honey. And go and read a bit of Harmony Nice. And see what her things were on her path. Everyone has a path. I'm still digging as Fush is blurred in the background. So who do we have in the house? We have Lois, Tapper, Where We Go When We Go, Bazza, Shirley, Marilyn, John Kennedy, King, Sky, Effie, Deanie, Aquarian, Monica, Eve, Drama Queen, Festy B. To go through JJ Jedi, I think there was Red Eye Jedi as well. Who else? Anyone right up there? Maria. I think there was Sue, Clark, Robert. And I'm going right up. I can't go right to the beginning. Yo, there was somebody up there. Carol. Sandy. I'll just call you Yo. And anyone who might have been at the top, sorry, but I can't scroll all the way up there. Oh, Boom Shalaka. Boom Shalaka Laka. Oh, Matcha Tea. Yeah. Coyote as well. So, yeah, thanks all for coming in. I was just coming on for a little chat just to put that out going. Just watch this space of what's going on. You know it's happening because that's why the MSM are pushing about the Q thing and censoring it and all that. So, you know, there's another sign for you right there. So, yeah, where we go, one we go all. That's all I'm saying. If you do want to check out any of my, you know, jewellery collections and Christmas cards that are coming, as well as just normal cards and stuff like that that are made with loving creativity from moi, check out Dolly. To just see my makes, that's just gone up, is Dolly Llama Designs on Instagram. And then the other one I'll have to put in again because I've messed the name up on it, and that's where I just post bits and bobs of everything. But if you want to see my creations, then it's Dolly Llama Designs, and you will see a picture of a little drawn llama with the green bit behind it. Yeah, like your card. Oh, this I got from a charity shop ages ago. So I got like these dangly little things on it. It's quite bohemian little dangly things. It probably looks grey on here, but it's actually a dark blue, but it's not coming across like that. Yes, thank you. Check out Dolly's Special Crafts. Thank you. So, yeah. So I'm going to go. I was going to say, have a great weekend. It's only Tuesday, isn't it? Is it Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday, isn't it? 17, patience is speed. Well, the amount of patience I've had with this movement, I've had a lot of patience, but I always had faith. So, yeah. So, just trying to think if there was anything else. I don't know. Yeah, it does look grey on camera, but it's not. It's like a, well, it's not a dark blue, actually. It's a blue. It's a blue, like a bit of a navy blue. But yeah, I'd rather do navy blue than black because I'm not really into black, as in, you know, top wise. So yeah, just remember, don't be all in the left brain, don't be all in the right, be in the middle, be in balance, and just watch the show unfold. Don't get too involved with the you know, the madness of it all. Just know that we are coming to a point where people are going to see. So for all you that are worried out there, by all my family's not, they will do. I'm actually seeing a friend on Friday, which should be funny because we can't wait, because we were just saying how much we love Trump and why nobody can see it. Well, there's not nobody because there's loads around the world, and he's just great, and yeah, that'll trigger some people. You know, he's just a good person like us. We're all learning, we're all growing. Doesn't mean if you said something in the past that you haven't all said something in the past that you wish you hadn't. Do you know what I mean? People need to get real. Stop pretending that they're all frigging perfectly perfect. We're all perfectly imperfect. So, yeah. Yeah, do it. The more support for Q and the team, the better. Millions on it around the world. So, and we know this, they just tried to make out there's less. They try to make out there's less for Trump. There isn't. It's hilarious, actually. And I've heard a lot more people coming to the point of waking up to Trump now, going, oh my God, he is actually a genius. He is actually doing something. Because people are digging. That's why you've got to do your own research and question everything. Because if you're not, you're gonna have a big shock. Basically, you're going to have a big shock. So shop. I'm gonna have a big shock. Millions around the world. Yes, Effie, as we know, you know, those who research know, those of you know where to go, what you're looking at, you will know that there's millions on it around the world in every single country. Know what's going on. So, you know, we just got to keep going. Love and light to all. Be brave. It's going to get better. Yes, we've got to go through the shit to get to the good part. That's how it normally, you know, that's how good things normally come, through the crap, you know. Good things will come. That's what you've got to keep a faith in, no matter what goes down now. I know things can happen with people dying or people getting hurt, blah, blah, blah. the news that's going to come out, the things that people are going to be traumatized by, but just keep the faith. This is how we change the world. This is how, after that crap, we have solutions and we change it so it is no more. And that could be no better feeling than anything, to be having more community, more solutions to things that, you know, helping people, helping the veterans and the children and everything heal. Because if any of you seen them pictures of them med beds that are going about, oh my God, Trump said he was feeling 20 years younger. The people don't get greedy out there. Oh, I want one. I mean, yeah, wouldn't we all think we'd all be on them? But the people who really need them first will be using that sort of technology. We know that technology's out there. We know it's been suppressed, so that'll be slowly coming out. And yeah, the people who need it, like the veterans that should have been looked after all over the world, that they haven't been looking after and letting them live on the streets. How very dare you? We're coming for your asses. You're so sick. Sending our strong men, even in World War One and Two, they made them wars up to kill our strong men off, the strong-minded that would have gone and fought for all that stuff that goes on. I'm not going into that, but yeah, that just riles me up. They will be healed first because they did nothing for him. So that's a good thing in the end. So yeah, keep the faith. Yeah. Asylum movie. Oh, I've not seen that one. I don't think I have. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, boom, exactly. So what day is it? Wednesday. I'll probably see you on some little mini chats through the week, you know, just on a break when I'm not crafting and making things up for my shop. Otherwise, it'll probably be Monday, but you know what I'm like, I say that, and then so if something goes down, obviously I'm going to come on, aren't I? I've heard that Great Britain is having a hard persecuted time right now. Is it true? Trump will be reflected though. Well, some people are. It's all over the world anyway, innit? Not personally myself, but don't know what you mean by persecute. Do you mean with the masks? Or in some areas. Thank you, Sue Clark. So, MSM here is loudly nuts. Test. Yeah. I'm off to the store for kitty food and stuff to get... Yes, exactly. Like I said, we're in World War III. It's bloody batshit crazy. I saw the military fly over today yeah, then you know something's going on, because they were a few months ago. When this first started, the military were flying over. I saw them from my house. So, yeah, like I said, just be aware. Keep your eyes and ears open. Watch out for the news on Google, on your phone, because it's hilarious, because they're putting the QAnon stuff out, you know, that we're all, you know, spouting lies, and then people feed into it and think it's God knows what. It wasn't Russia, it was China. So anyway... yeah, I'll see you all soon. I'm going to chill out now and have a great rest of the week. And just keep your vibes up, and I'll see you very soon. And Tapper's put in chat, if anyone would like to make a coffee donation, that's only like, that's not your hands up your back, that's just like an energy exchange. If you'd like to, it's in the live chat, PayPal. So yeah, I shall see you very soon. Enjoy your evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'll see you very soon. Where we go one, we go all. Bye.